Good Friday morning, good people of YouTube. How are you? It's weekend day. Yeehaw! All we've got to do is get through today, and I apologise profusely for going yeehaw. I will try not to do it again. But all we've got to do is get through today, and the weekend starts here. Morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm really well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad to let's get to work. We're actually a little bit late tonight. Sneaky. We've we have an appointment to go to before to work. Nothing to worry about. The news this morning is all about Hillary Clinton accepting the nomination for presidential candidate.
Like she was really going to turn it down.
Yeah, I wonder what would have. Is anybody in the know? If she decided not to run, what would have happened?
I would imagine that Bernie Sanders guy would have got it. He was like the second runner, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. The reason I asked that is we've just had Angela Regal, which is a Labour MP, has just challenged Jeremy Corbyn, the Labour leader, for his leadership competition. Election. And they went forward, and she pulled out at the last minute for the good of the party, and there's somebody else going to stand against her. So I just wondered what would happen if she said, "Thank you very much, bro. I thought about it," and like a couple of the other candidates have said, we couldn't stand the pressure from the BBC filming us. We didn't think it'd be that bad, and that's 3 times I've heard that said from politicians. They put themselves out there and thought, "Oh, hang on a minute, people are paying attention to me. I didn't think that would happen." Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Coffee drink, time to go to work. Hillary Clinton, nominee, glass ceiling, all that. Michelle did the speeches today. I won't say nothing. Speak to you shortly.
Okay, so Alan has just finished filming both his good mornings, and what I will get him to do is put both of them up. We always said that when we started our vlogging that it would be a warts and all account. It wouldn't be a, "Hey, check out how perfect our life is," because nobody's life is perfect. Even I know this, and I've got a funny feeling that they're about to tell me that I'm mentally unwell, but people have been telling me I've been unstable for years, so this is not news to most people. So if Alan edits this the right way, and what he'll do is he'll put up the second good morning first, with us all being happy and smiley and talking about Hillary Clinton and all the rest of it, which you have just seen. And now he's going to show you the second one, the real one. And I suppose in a way what I'm trying to illustrate is just how easy it is to show people, how to make people think that you're okay when you're really not. So here's the real good morning.
Good morning, everybody. It's Friday morning. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to film 2 good morning sequences. This one, which I may not put up, and another one, which will be just my normal good morning, talk about rubbish, and hope that you enjoy. The reason for that is, this morning things have kind of changed a little bit. As you'll have seen in last night's vlog, I came home a little bit early from work because I was concerned about Michelle. I only left about 20 minutes early, but I was sitting at work and I couldn't concentrate because I was thinking about what was going on. Now, the reason I came home early is because Michelle wasn't feeling 100%. Now, it's nothing to worry about. It's not medical, but it is mental health related. Now, I'm going to film this, and I'm going to show it to Michelle later. She's actually sitting behind the camera in a minute. I don't want to put anything up that will upset her or make things worse. But I kind of want to put this up as if I can to show this side of our life. Now, the reason I want to show this side of our life is I went through exactly the same thing 2 years ago now, 18 months ago it is. 18 months ago where I got to the point in my life where I kind of couldn't carry on. I couldn't function. I was, in my own words, I was not functioning. I couldn't make rational decisions. I couldn't cope, for want of a better word. Now, for me to admit that is really difficult because all my life I've worked all my life. I've always had that old time attitude of you must work, you must go out, you must do this. Anybody what's not working and they're complaining about that, there's nothing wrong with them. They should go and, in my own words again, they should go and work in India. They soon get better if they have to work, if it all really matters. And then it hit me, and then I saw the other side of things, and I definitely changed my mind. This, like I say, it's very early days at the minute. We had to come home and take Chelle home. She's struggling with certain aspects of her life at the minute. I don't want to make things worse by publicising it to everybody else, but I also, with Chelle's permission, I'd like to show people what the actual effects of this type of thing is. Chelle had to look after me for a good 6 months. I was basically incapable of functioning. I couldn't leave the house. I couldn't talk to anybody. I basically wasn't able to function. And now what's happening is I can see Chelle behind this camera and I'm upsetting her. But we need, I don't know, it's up to Chelle. I put this up. You okay? No, you're not, are you, obviously? No.
Can you ask me questions?
I know. I'm sorry.
Take a good look, people of YouTube. I never cry. And I mean never. Alan has seen me cry. We've been together for 9 years.
10.
10 years now. And he can count on one hand the amount of times he has seen me cry.
And just to put that in context, I only did it once. It was only my fault once. She finished with me. I think I've only done it once. Yes, I'm about to take Chelle to the doctors. We made an emergency appointment. We need to get to the doctors. We need to get some help. Chelle needs to go and speak to the doctors, come out with some truth, see what's upsetting her. This is going to be a difficult time because I'm now going to find out things that I probably don't want to hear, but I've got to hear them. Whether I want to hear them or not, I've got to hear them, otherwise I can't help. So we're going to take it from there. Hi guys, we've just been to the doctors, or Chelle's just been to the doctors, and we've had a chat about what's going on, and Chelle has said that she needs to take a break from her work for a little while, and then he's going to contact her on Tuesday, and they're going to make a plan going forward how she's going to cope and deal with. We're going to have a big chat over the weekend about what I can do and things like that. Now I've been there, I know what it's like, so I'm hoping. You okay?
Yeah.
Should we get on? The plan now is Chelle's signed off, I'm not signed off, I need to get to work, so off to work I jolly well go. We're just having a little bit of a chat here about things that you should say and shouldn't say to doctors. We have just been into the doctors and Chelle has just told the doctor how to fix his broken neck, or his sore neck. He sneezed and pulled a muscle in his neck apparently. Why we found this out? Don't ask. To which Chelle said, "Physician, heal thyself." And them were the exact words that she used.
I was trying to be ironic.
Yeah. So, physician, heal thyself. Put hot water bottle on your neck and have a bath, as Chelle says.
Keep moving it.
Moving on. Okay guys, that's me at my work now. Chelle's going to drop me off, we're going to swap over. And I shall speak to you all after the working day is done. Or my working day is done. This is a short day today. It was already a 7-hour day, I've just cut it down to 5.
Well, do you want to maybe
That's a plan.
And you've
Okay,
got to
so I'll
go.
get Saturday morning up. Okay.
So he's cut it in at 6.
Yeah. So I'll see you at 5 tonight then. Okay. I am now upset because I've got to work an hour longer. Never mind. This is what have to be done. So I shall speak to you after work. My working day's done.
Continuing on our theme of things that are ironic, the Matrix sign of doom is currently telling us that the average speed cameras on the A90 are now live after everybody has driven through them. I can imagine the people who are not aware that the cameras are now live have looked at the Matrix sign of doom this morning and gone, oh no, or words to that effect. I'm probably going to get a speeding ticket now. So shame on them for not observing the 50 mile an hour speed zone through a construction zone. So there you go. Irony in action. So that's my sick line handed in. Boss looked a bit surprised. And then told me to, in his exact words, feck off home. I didn't need to do anything, I didn't need to talk to anybody, I just needed to go home. So I did, after letting Shona know because she was really worried about me yesterday. She was the one who told me to call the doctor in the first place, and she kind of followed me out, and everybody else is giving me strange looks as if to say, you've only just arrived, where is your bag, why are your keys in your hand? And I'm like, just leave me alone, I can't deal with talking to any of you right now. I didn't actually say that, I just let them leave. And so here I am in the centre of Ellen, about to go and pick up something for tea. Alan decided he wanted Grosvenor pie and coleslaw because the coleslaw was really nice and he likes the Grosvenor pie and I haven't tried it yet. And then I'm going to go home and figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of my unexpected week off. What am I going to do with a week off? Oh well, more on that later. Okay, so I've let Alan know how it went at work, and he messaged me back and said, okay, busy now, email me in a bit. Which I'm choosing to believe means that he's very, very interested, but something really important's happened and he has to deal with it, rather than, I really don't care what you're talking about, just bother me later, which isn't what he's trying to say, because Alan wouldn't say that ever. So I've been and I've got Grosvenor pie. What the only thing, clutch is a bit high in this car, still getting used to it. Only thing that Alan said about the Grosvenor pie that we got from Costcutter, the only thing that he said that was bad about it was that it wasn't thick enough. So he says next time can you ask for thicker slices. So they did have Grosvenor pie today, which is yay. The downside is that it's actually all pre-cut. The whole length of it is all already pre-cut. So I couldn't ask for any thicker slices, so I got 2 instead. 2 for him and 2 for me. So hopefully that'll be alright. I got some more of the coleslaw that he likes. I got a lot more of the coleslaw that he likes actually. I got 2 tubs of it this time rather than just 1. And we're going to have that with chips. And that will be tea. Which is great. Apologies for not looking at you, but looking at the road, slightly more important, I'm afraid. Alan also made me promise that I would vlog today. So, what am I going to do with my day off? Well, rather than thinking about the fact that I have an entire week of days off looming ahead of me, that I have no idea what I'm going to do with any of it, I think what I will do is just tackle today, and then tackle tomorrow, and the next day. Because the whole idea of this not being at work is to unstress, and I'm stressing out about the fact that I don't know what I'm going to do for a week. And that's not good. So, let's just focus on what I'm going to do today. So, today, I have picked up some stuff for my lunch. I got some of the chicken, I'm already in 4th gear. I picked up some of the chicken micro noodles that I like, and also some of the radioactive macaroni cheese. I might make the radioactive macaroni cheese for my lunch today actually, just so that you can see what I mean by radioactive macaroni cheese. She says hoping that the milk is a bit home and still in date. I think it is. And I might make myself a cup of tea, because why not? But it's a little early for lunch because it's only 20 to 11 just now, and I think what I'll do when I get home is I'll put the lunch and dinner stuff away, and then what I will do is I might clean the kitchen actually, because it does need it. Yeah, I'll clean the kitchen, then I'll make my lunch, I'll have my lunch, and then I will figure out what I'm going to do after that. So maybe not just take it day by day, maybe we'll just take it segment by segment. So this morning I'm going to go home, pack everything that I've just bought into the fridge, clean the kitchen and have my lunch, and then we'll reassess then. Sound like a plan? Moving on. I would just like to say 49 miles per gallon. Hashtag just saying. Okay, so that's me home, and it's about time to start putting our plan into action. So as you can see, the kitchen is a mess. It maybe doesn't look like a mess from where you're standing, but it is. Of that I can assure you. So I'm going to time lapse for a bit now. I don't know how much of it Alan will keep. He might keep it all, he might keep none of it, but we'll see. Moving on. So it turns out the kitchen wasn't as filthy as I thought it was. I just needed to put the bin out, but I'll do that after I've eaten some lunch. It's still a little early, but I'm hungry and I've been up since like 5:30, so lunchtime it is. So as previously discussed, lunch today is going to be radioactive macaroni cheese. Alan can't figure out why I like this stuff so much. I would imagine most people wouldn't actually qualify it as food. So I have to pour the box in, open the box obviously, don't just put the box in a bowl. So if I take out the radioactive cheese part and pour the pasta in, then I need to add 850 mils of boiling water, which I don't have. I forgot to vlog the middle steps, so I added the water and then I microwaved it for 6 minutes, stirring halfway through. Then I added in the butter and milk as per the instructions and the radioactive cheese packet, and it now currently looks like this. Yummy, huh? It now has to go back in the microwave for 1 more minute. And there you have it, radioactive macaroni cheese for lunch. It tastes better than it looks, I promise you. So Alan's just emailed to tell me that my dad's been over to ask him what's been going on, and what I said to Alan was if Dad came over and asks, to tell him the truth, not to lie, because there's no point in that. So now they're saying that he's either going to pop round tonight or pop round tomorrow morning with Mum, which means they're worried. Which is understandable, I guess. It's no fun when your kid is sick, I guess. I don't really know how to process that right now, so I won't. I am going to have my lunch and watch some crap daytime TV. Okay, so I've eaten my lunch now, and I've just said okay. I've obviously picked up a few of Alan's habits. I need to go and clean the living room now because my mum and dad are coming. Still not sure how to deal with that, so Alan's asked him to wait until he gets home to come over, which is fine because yeah. I'm going to try not to just sort of sit here and wallow in my own self-pity, because that's not very productive, and it's also something I remember people telling Alan not to do when he was sick, or then he currently is. It's really difficult to remember that Alan still isn't completely right. You know, he still has to take medication every day, and he's still fragile. Yeah, fragile was the word I'm going to go with on that one. So I'm gonna try and keep myself busy. So yeah, I'm gonna clean the living room now, and then I'll probably just watch some TV till it's time for me to go pick up Alan, because I have to leave here at like 3:30 to go pick him up. So I will do that, and then we'll get home, and then normal service will be resumed, and Alan will be on camera. Okay, so what did I do this afternoon? I watched some TV. I tidied up the living room. And that was about it, really, I'm afraid. Very boring. It's now time to go and pick up Alan, and normal service will be resumed. Check out!
Hello. That's my working day over with now. On the way home with Michelle, and we are about to get home and do nothing because it's Friday and I don't care. Enough's enough for me. Yeah, but been an awesome long day. I nearly did 5 hours today. How are you now? Michelle's come to pick me up, so we're going to get off home now and figure out what we're going to do. I might show Michelle a little bit of editing. I think Michelle's mum and dad are going to pop round later. They're bringing us some firewood round, so we're getting stocked up now for a winter fuel. I know it's only July, but it's not got over 20 degrees yet. I'm stuck behind a big wagon now. Anyway, moving on. Speak to you later. Good morning, everybody. We just realised that we forgot to do a good night last night. So, quickly, all we're going to say, it's a good night from me.
It's a good night from him.
Good night. See you all in the morning.